Hello and greetings for the day. My name is Neha Baheti. I am a student of FMS IRM Jaipur, pursuing postgraduate diploma in business management. Today I am here with a short presentation on the topic visual merchandising. The entire presentation revolves around the case study that I have been given with, which will help us to understand the art of visual merchandising in a better way. Let me take you through the presentation. Now, briefing you all with the case I was given with, visual merchandising is the art of displaying merchandise in a manner that it is appealing to the eyes of the customer and is an activity that is given interest in retailing. It includes window displays, signs, interior displays, and any other special sales promotions taking place. The process of combining and displaying these products into a proper ratio gives a successful outcome. Some of the primary factors that contribute in this regard are the selection of right color, determining focal point, displaying themes, cleanliness, utilizing the underutilized space, etc. With globalization and the retail boom, visual merchandising is growing in leaps and bounds. It is not simply concerned about decorating a store beautifully, but must also symbolize the brand, keeping the target audience in mind. Now the question arises, what is visual merchandising? Like the definition says, it is presenting or displaying products in an appealing way, which means it can be as simple as taking toilet paper into a pyramid or as elaborate as creating a scene from a fairy tale. It is considered as an art because it uses visual elements like lightings, colors, lines, proportions, and it is considered as in science because it has a specific purpose and uses concept from psychology to influence the buying behavior of the customer. Things like themed window display, dressed mannequins, the arrangement of running shoes on a wall are all examples of visual merchandising. Moving forward to the types of visual merchandising, mannequins, wall displays, and window installations are the three major types of visual merchandising. Displaying is not only the purpose of mannequins, the purpose is to make the customer understand about the product and also to highlight the latest trends that is going on and the collection that the store holds. Wall displays or wall shelves come under notice only when the customer enter a store. These are perfect for stocking merchandise and for catching customers' attention at the eye level. Well, have you ever heard of the term window shopping? Well, it originated from the idea of window display. Themes are created for window display to lure customer into the store. However, visual merchandising is not limited to these only. A retail store can also use wall decor or interactive displays to induce customers' interest. There are 5 key elements to visual merchandising that apply regardless of where the display is or what is being marketed. The first is the color. The color palette is the essence of display. Color is so powerful that it can make or break the display. Quoting one of the phrase, wherever the eyes go, the feet will follow, is the Guru Mantra here. Second is the focal point. The hotspot here is the product and not the visual element. The tip here is always examine your display from the customer's point of view and the focal point would be rightly determined. The third is the theme. A theme is a display of sale items of similar categories. A good theme will lure the customer with a shopping mood into the store. Focusing on the right theme will tug the heartstring of the customers and will pay off. Fourth is the communication. Studies have shown that signs have about 5 seconds to engage customers. By telling a story, it can help the customer better understand the product and enable them the buying decision. The fifth is the arrangement. There's a space in all the retail store that is the most underutilized one. This space can be used for many different things like displaying lifestyle graphics, like providing signage information, like displaying customer testimonials, etc. Visual merchandising is multifaceted and retailers can choose from hundreds when it comes to displaying. But these 5 key elements return the biggest bang for the buck. This slide speaks about the relevance with the management subject. Visual merchandising is a part of retail management. The management ensures that both the exterior and interior of the store is appealing enough to attract the customers. This technique also helps in selling of the right kind of the product to the right kind of customer by developing attraction and displaying products accordingly. It is considered as one of the silent salesperson in marketing, and in case of any flaw or miscommunication, the purchase behavior of consumers might get negatively influenced. Now let's see what SWOT has to say about visual merchandising. Talking about the strength first, the first point says easy way to attract. It has the power to convert a passive looker into an active buyer. The second point says silent salesperson. It is considered as a silent salesperson in marketing, which does the required part just by displaying it. Coming to the weaknesses, the first weakness is it is often expensive for the retailer, as installing a window or changing the interior into regular basis can be expensive. The second point is communication gap, as there is no verbal communication going on. In case of any flaw, the purchase behavior of the customer can get negatively influenced by it. Moving towards the opportunities, the first point says creativity has no rules. Any new display can be a new trend. You never know when your turn comes up. The second point says innovation. New innovative ideas are coming up every day to improve the customer's experience. The last is the threat, and the first point is the competition. Big retail stores fight a tough competition into this regard every day. And the second point is price. Often hiring a visual merchandiser can make the product for the customer expensive and also to the retailer. The questions that the case study throws is: first, being an expert in layout and design of retail store, explain the essentials of a good store design. And second, taking example of any big retail store, explain the impact of visual merchandising. Something has to catch the shopper's eye. Maybe it's a bold front window display, creative signage, or a well-lit store staffed with smiling associates. To improve the in-store customer experience, it is essential to engage all the senses of the customer. Here are some essentials of good store design to attract a passive looker into an active buyer. The first is the store layout. This focuses on how you want to lay out your merchandise. It can be either in the ways of row, or in the way of circular path, or in the way of islands. The second is the fixtures. It has basically 6 choices to offer. It can be shelves, clothing racks, mannequins, display cases or counters, mirrors, or the fitting room fixtures. The third is the lighting. It has been observed that those stores that contain brighter lights are more attention gaining stores compared with the stores containing low lights. The fourth is displays. Note your ideas for displaying the designs in each section in the store. It can be either in the way of grouping similar items, or grouping complementary items together, or using display to tell a story. The fifth is the signage. Signage can be directional in nature, can be informational in nature, can be engaging in nature, can be outdoor, or can be pointing to someone, or can be with the display window. The sixth is the interior design. Note your plans for the designs. It can be wall covering, it can be the flooring design, it can be the decor, that is the artwork or the wall hangings, or it can be the furniture. like what type of furniture you are using. It can be benches or chairs. Now, before addressing the second question, let's get a brief about Shoppers Stop. Launched in 1991, Shoppers Stop is India's leading fashion retailer. It introduced the Indian consumer to a world-class shopping experience. There are 86 stores across 40 cities in India. It deals in 15 plus categories of items with wide variety in each category. It is positioned as a bridge to luxury destination in the eyes of Indian consumers. The slide heading is Impact of Visual Merchandising with respect to Shoppers Stop. The first is the impact of storytelling. Being a large format store which holds at least 20 to 25 brands on a single floor, Shoppers Stops generally pick out a single trend story for each category, and they have been able to map the scaled up ROI for each mannequin. The second is the window display. For window display, they have partnered with Goonj, an NGO, and created human faces with discarded clothes. This was to encourage the shoppers to donate used clothes, and the results were miraculous. The third is the changing the signage on regular intervals helped them to earn a lot of revenue. As recently, they have named one of their fragrance wall to Smells Like Love, and this gave a very good response to the company. The fourth is the incorporating local art into store. They have recently picked up a brass utensil into their Guwahati store, which is local to the state, and created a theatrical story around it, which helped the regional customers to engage with them more. The fifth is creating innovative experiences for the customers, as they have come up with the magic mirrors, which is a reality based dressing room which gives customers the option to select and view clothing and accessories on themselves without having to physically try on the desired products. The slide heading is Impact of Visual Merchandising with respect to Shoppers Stop. The first is the impact. Moving towards the end of my presentation, I would like to conclude that visual merchandising is basically a way of gaining customers' attraction by visually making the brand attractive for target customers. Retailers use this as a tool to grab customers' attention by presenting the merchandise in such a manner that it will boost sales. Marketers use this technique to highlight the product and services for walk-in customers because it also plays a major role in impulse buying behavior of the customer. Thank you.